What's up, YouTube? This is Fast Pistol Draw, and I'm an amateur astronomer. Have been for about 10 years. I've had both Meade telescopes and Celestron telescopes, particularly their Maxitov case-grain telescopes. I'm a big fan of those, period. I don't really like anything else, but I like these Maxitov case-grain telescopes because of portability. I've owned a Nexstar 4SE, and I think also a Nexstar 5SE. And I'm doing this video to let folks know how garbage Meade's customer services. They don't back or support their fucking products. They're assholes. They won't work on them. They won't replace the parts. And it's flat out ridiculous. They also change shit from year to year. They actually manufacture their telescopes with off sizes. So one year, well, this is the reason why I'm making this video. I'll explain it to you. This is an older Meade ETX 90. This primary lens, secondary baffle, and mirror right here is from a newer Meade ETX 90, their newest one, and this will not fit on that older ETX 90. Long story short, I got to cleaning a little bit too much. As you can see, I made the mistake and used soap, a little bit of soap and water. There was a small amount of grease, or about a quarter of the way around inside of there on the edge of the secondary mirror, and got in there and it just smeared. It's not grease, it's glue. It's the glue that holds this secondary light baffle on right there. And so this actually shifted at one time. Unfortunately, I bought the telescope. The guy was asking $350. I got the scope for $250. But anyways, I got in there and got to cleaning this, and as you can see, I've rubbed some of the secondary mirror off. I haven't tried it celestial targets up in the stars and stuff. I've tried it on terrestrial land targets and seen that it's just slightly dimmer, and I don't think that will perform whatsoever as far as like looking at planets, stars, and everything that's up there. But the purpose of this video is to explain. I love Meade's telescopes, I really do. That's why I decided to get an ETX 90, and I found one secondhand, on Craigslist. Like I say, this one had mirror that glue that was about a quarter of a way on the outer edge of that secondary mirror, and that's due to this baffle sliding. Now what happened was it got left in a hot car, and the baffle slid, probably I would say like a very, very small amount, where it's just barely noticeable. Well, the guy I got it from, or whoever he got it from, he may not have realized that it was like that when he bought it, if he's not the original owner. Anyway, so it was moved back into place, but it still left that glue smudge, I call it grease, that holds the secondary baffle on. And what the deal is I got in there, and as you can see, there's some, like I say, some missing material on a secondary mirror. So it's essentially, that's runt to me. I don't think that that's going to do anything as far as looking up in the sky at night. Okay, Meade thinks they're so slick. Okay, why don't you actually do the sizes in reverse or something? I don't know. If you really don't want people, what it is they don't want people fixing their own shit because they're greedy bastards that want to sit there and they think everybody's some fucking millionaire or something, can just buy scopes left and right. But like I say, I called them. They will not stand behind their ETX 90. I don't know if it's discontinued or what. They don't offer any repair service for it. whatsoever. I asked the guy if I could send the ETX90 in and have the primary lens, secondary baffle, and mirror, all replaced. And they refused to. The guy told me they don't service it or do anything like that. No, but I bet they will if you buy a $20,000 scope though. So I honestly I don't know how the hell they're even in business with their customer service, and I just really I think people ought to boycott them. I mean, I know everybody that likes Meade that is going to be watching this video, they like Meade telescopes over Celestron telescopes. That's the way I am too. I do like Meade's product, particularly their ETX line. I like it very, very much. I like the way it looks compared to the Nexstar 4SE from Celestron. That's actually, I think, 102 millimeter, where this is a 90. So I wanted to explain. Now, I lucked out, okay, and I found somebody on Craigslist that had just the optical tube assembly. And so this is an older ETX90, and just to explain how I got it to work, what the deal is the this piece that holds the lens, this piece, it is actually too small. It's off by like a millimeter. I mean, it's just like really, really small, just super small off in size. It's just goofy. Well, Meade thinks that they're slick and can stop people from getting another secondhand scope for parts by changing their sizing of their threads in their outer diameter. This ETX90, this outer diameter, is smaller than this newer ETX90. So my solution is I just simply got on the threads and I took up the space with Teflon tape so I could use this lens holder, and it's just screwed right down on there. It's good and tight and snug. This actually, the lens cover actually does still work. It stays on there, but it's very loose. I've tipped it upside down. I don't believe it'll come off, but yeah. So Meade really, if I ask, if somebody asks me what kind of a telescope they want, oh, go back in bed. Go ahead. Sorry. I did this work in my bathroom because that's the area where there's the least amount of dust. I know it's high humidity, but I just wanted to, do a quick little video about how Meade is just so greedy that they just, they change their stuff from year to year and make things in off sizes so you can't use parts. Well, Meade, that one's for you, buddy. Guess what, Mr. Meades, or you Meade people at Meade, you know what? Guess what? Bitches, I got it to work, motherfuckers. Because I Teflon tape the threads to take up the space. So you cocksuckers, guess what? My ETX90 is flawless. By luck, this was available. I found this on Craigslist. The guy just had the OTA that doesn't have a damaged secondary mirror. So that's my video. I highly recommend against buying any Meade products by Celestron, unless you happen to be like me and a lot of other people with a particular line of telescopes that they're selling that you just love the way that they look. See, like for me, it is cosmetics. I like the double fork arm versus what I call a one-arm bandit, or a single fork arm, where it just has one arm. I call those one-arm bandit telescopes. Goofy terminology, but yeah. So boycott Meade. Don't recommend anybody to buy their telescopes, and unless you just are like I'm OCPD, obsessive compulsive disorder, and that's probably why I like Meade telescopes, or the particular ETX line. I have an ETX 70 as well. But yeah, they suck. I don't recommend buying their scopes, and they're very rude, and their customer service is a complete joke. So that's it, folks. Do not buy Meade telescopes.